Hey everybody, welcome back to Run and Gun. In this video, I'm reviewing Zhiyun's FIVERAY F100 light stick. This is a 100 watt RGB light wand, and to be honest, it feels really solid. Thank you to Zhiyun for sending this to me, but as always, I'm going to give you guys a fair and unbiased review of this light stick. So I've had the opportunity to use the F100 on a recent photo shoot, and I've been using it in most of my recent YouTube videos as a key light and a second one as a fill light. So what do I personally think about the F100? Well, I've been utilizing it for a couple of months now, and I've been really happy with the battery life. I can record probably 10 YouTube videos without even having to recharge it, and it's super bright for doing photo shoots. And even pumped up to a super bright setting, it lasts a very long time, which is awesome. Now this light is pretty darn powerful. During my most recent photo shoot, unfortunately the lights wouldn't turn off, so we had to overpower the house lights with my artificial lights that I brought. And if you're familiar with lighting, you can typically only do this with strobes and a fast shutter speed. So we were able to turn these lights up quite a bit, overpower the fluorescent bulbs in the ceiling, and I think we got some pretty darn good looking portraits in a fully lit room. Now, I just wanted to show a few specific photos and point out a couple photos from this photo shoot. In this first shot here, I was using one light wand set to red as my key light here on the left, and the other was set to blue as kind of a fill light. They were pretty close to my model, probably 16 to 20 inches away from the model's face, and that gave me some big catch lights in her eyes, which I think looks great and adds a lot of life to the photograph. Now we also gave the same lighting setup a try and used a more natural color temperature. The reflectors on the inside of the barn doors really allowed me to bounce some light around and get a pretty soft looking portrait. I love the soft shadows in this shot. And lastly, for this photo shoot, we tried a clamshell lighting setup. I angled both of the light wands 90 degrees, one above the model's head, one below, pointing up, and we created again some very soft shadows and a very high-key portrait that I really enjoyed, and I'd really like to try this again on a white background in the future. And just to reiterate, remember that these lights were not even at max power. I have to stress the F100's 100 watt bulbs are super powerful and it outputs a lot of power, and that just speaks to how cool these lights really are. And speaking of being cool, this light has built-in heat sinks and fans to keep it cool during extended use. I've never had the light overheat, even during a couple-hour photo shoot of being on at pretty high power, but it's great that it has these fans just in case. The FIVERAY F100 comes with barn doors, a diffuser, and a grid, and I think all of these are very critical for different lighting scenarios that you may run into. Super useful. In addition to that, the light wand has different built-in light effects. Two of my favorites are flickering TV and the candle light. I think those just really come in handy for little short film projects. Now this light isn't too heavy, it weighs about 950 grams, and you have the option of getting it in black or white. I personally have the black and I think it looks pretty slick. The light right now runs about $250 US, which I think is pretty darn affordable. Overall, I'm super happy with the FIVERAY F100, and it comes with this dope little padded carrying case with handles, which I think looks super classy and keeps your light protected. So I really have nothing but positive things to say about the F100. My only feedback for Zhiyun might be that I would like to see a little bit brighter light in the RGB mode. It's not quite as bright in the color temperature mode, and I know that's difficult because we're limited to the number of LEDs that can physically fit in the wand itself. And again, overall, I am quite happy with this light. Now, who is this light for? I think this would be super helpful to low-budget filmmakers or cinematographers and run and gun photographers. It is a great run and gun light that can be used as a key light, a fill light, a hair light, a background accent light, or you can even use it to do some really cool light painting. I want to try some light painting with some cars with this light pretty soon. So you will definitely see me using this light in the future, and I highly recommend it. Again, I have integrated it into my YouTube lighting setup, and if you'd like to pick one up for yourself, I will have a link down below in the bio. Be sure to subscribe to my Photography Insider newsletter for exclusive lessons and photography education and inspiration. And of course, like and subscribe to the channel for more gear reviews just like this. And until next time, get out and go shoot.